So welcome to another video on wild, edible, and medicinal plants. I just got done filming a video on bloodroot, which is a really interesting plant. Unfortunately, there were no flowers out here today, just the leaves. But there are plenty of trout lilies out here. They survived the thunderstorms last night. Yeah, the thunderstorms kind of did a number on the bloodroot flowers. But there are plenty of trout lilies out here. The flowers themselves are not always that common, but the leaves are. I'll talk about that in a moment. They're all over the place here. So let me get you turned around. Oh, I see one down there. All right, I'll get back. Let me get you turned around, see what they look like. All right, so let me show you what the leaves themselves look like. These are the trout lily leaves, and they often grow in large colonies like this. There's a little small colony right here. These green, kind of speckled. And that's one reason why they call it trout lily, because trout, the fish, the trout, is speckled. The native brook trouts are. So the leaves kind of look like trout, I guess. So you get called a trout lily. And you can see them growing all over the place here. They grow in, sometimes they grow in very large colonies. You can see some more down there. But the flowers are a lot more rare. I just saw one here earlier and I lost it. Oh, here it is. See, these leaves are a little bit larger than some of the others. And right here's the trout lily itself. Some beautiful yellow flowers. They kind of nod downwards. That's another reason why people don't always see them. They kind of hide their faces. They are beautiful. Trout lilies. And the plant itself can be very common. It can like carpet whole areas. But sometimes you can have a whole huge colony and only a few flowers growing in each colony. So the flowers themselves can be a little rarer than the plant itself. Right, but they're one of my favorite spring flowers. Now obviously, since I'm doing this video, that means trout lilies either have some edible or medicinal qualities. They do have some edible qualities, one of which I'm going to try for the first time today. I don't recommend digging up wildflowers at all, but I'm going to dig up just one little root bulb. They're quite common here, so it won't be that much of an issue. But generally speaking, you really shouldn't dig up wildflowers at all, especially the rare kinds. But trout lilies are not rare. They're covering the ground here, so I'm going to dig just one little root bulb up. They say they're edible, so we're going to try one. So I did just dig up one little root bulb here. I'll wash it off later. Like I said, normally wouldn't do this, but they're growing in the thousands here. Don't generally recommend doing that, but we're going to eat this in a little bit. Never tried it before. See what it tastes like. So once again, it is called the trout lily, or more specifically, the yellow trout lily. There are some other types of trout lilies as well. And of course, once again, it's named trout lily because they thought the leaves looked like the sides of a trout. I've also seen it called an adder's tongue. You know, an adder being a snake. Some people thought the leaves looked like a snake's tongue, so that's another name for it that I've seen. Let me put its scientific name down here for you. It's kind of a long and confusing one. So here's its scientific name. The American is easy. That just generally refers to that it was found in America. But the first name means, I don't know. I looked that up. I couldn't really come up with anything definitive as to what that first part of the name meant. But anyway, let's talk about a few of its medicinal qualities first. I am going to eat that little bulb that I dug up here in a moment, but one neat thing that I learned is that trout lily, it contains a chemical that binds itself to cancer cells. So it's an interesting thing. They're using it for cancer research to see if it can be useful for that. It doesn't kill the cancer cells, it just binds to them, but that could help in potentially curing the disease. And besides the potential cancer treatment, I did read that it was used, the leaves were used to make a tea to help with fevers and stomach ulcers as well. But kind of a shorter list on medicinal qualities, but let's talk about the edible qualities next. Now besides the little root bulbs, they say that you can eat the young leaves as well, but they tend to have a very bitter taste if they get any older past the really young stage. But I'm going to try one just to see what it tastes like. And they say you can eat the bulbs raw or cooked. I'm just going to eat it raw. So let's try this. Let's try just a little bit of the leaf first. Nothing bad yet. Huh. I'm not getting a really bitter taste. Well, actually there it's coming. It didn't hit me right away, but not extremely bitter, but not exactly tasty either. Let me get a drink of water. I'll get back to you. Yeah, so the leaf wasn't exactly bad, but anyway, let's try the little root corm next. I don't know. Not much to it. I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. Not much to it, but it doesn't taste bad either. But like I said, you'd have to dig up a lot of them just to get any kind of a meal out of them, but kind of a tasty little thing, but it didn't have like a strong taste, but it wasn't bad. I'm trying to think of what it reminds me of. I'll get back to you in a moment here. So I think there's a bit of a nutty taste to them, and I know I've read online that some people said they tasted like water chestnuts, which I can see that as well. If you do choose to eat some, maybe dig up just like one or two. They don't make much of a meal at all, but like I said, I don't recommend digging up wildflowers a whole lot, but you know, digging up one or two isn't gonna hurt the species out here too much. And as I say in all my videos, you know, do your own research. If you do choose to eat this plant or use it medicinally, do your own research first. Don't rely on just what I say. You know, do your own research and be safe and make wise decisions if you do choose to partake of these wild plants. Alright, thanks. I'll see you next video.